Do you remember when I did that video about parking in sundown towns? Well, check this out right here. Here's a recap of that video. So I done parked in a sundown town. Let me tell you what happened. So I parked my truck, went across the street to the Dollar General. So while I'm at the Dollar General, I'm sitting over there just walking around trying to see if I need some stuff for my truck. After I was in there for a minute, somebody come up to me and say, "Hey man, I like your shirt." I was like, "Yeah, thank you, man. It's my design. It's highway hustling." Well, they asked me, "Well, how you come up with that right there?" So then, they leave after we talk or whatever. So they leave, go down the aisle. As they go down the aisle, I'm sitting over here just looking around. So then the guy he said, "Well, you better watch yourself. We're supposed to get some snow." I said, "That's fine. I'm just riding through. I ain't even, of course I had on my shorts and I had on this hoodie." And so I said, "I'm just riding through." After I said that right there, another guy who looked like he was president and CEO of the trailer park comes around and say, "Where you from?" And I said, "Well, I'm from Georgia." That joker that I just got finished talking to from the other end of the aisle yells out and says this right here: "You a long way from home, boy." When he said that, I looked down there. He said that with so much rosewood in his voice. He said that with so much Mississippi burning in his voice. I said, "Man, let me get my stuff and get out of here." I went up to the front, paid for my stuff, and I was gone. I don't know if you done heard yet, but this young man right here, Javion Magee, he was a truck driver. He was 21 years old, getting ready to turn 22 years old, and in Henderson, North Carolina, Henderson, North Carolina, something like that. They found him. They found him tied to a tree, hanging from a tree. Okay? They said he offed himself. Okay? And I just don't know. And the guy's from Chicago, but it's weird to me, out of all of the things that you can do as a 21-year-old and all the mechanisms that you can find out that you can do, like, man, you're in the trucking industry. If you wanted to do that and you wanted to be successful, all you have to do is pull on the side of the road and walk out in front of a truck, and you can get the job done. But to say that you're going to go and go buy some rope and do that yourself, like, come on, man. And then you try to rule it, they try to rule it the S word, but it's like, man, no, you, and then they try to sweep it up under the rug, and they going back and forth with the mama, with the family, stuff like that. Man, we got to make this known right here. Javion Magee, he did not deserve it, and sometimes it's easy to look the other way because it feel like, well, it's not me. But if you got a platform and if you got something that you can really say, or you can really push the message out there, man, push this out there, because something just ain't sitting right with me. Something just ain't sitting right. And this right here this is insane. It's really insane. Because I just don't see how, the dots ain't connecting. So make sure you share this, and when you see those different posts and stuff, share those posts too, because this is, they're trying to sweep something up under the rug. I mean, out of all the things that you could do, you're of legal age to where you can go get the pew, and you're of legal age to where you can just go to the store and just get a whole bunch of Tylenol or something, like, but you want to go to the extreme measure of getting a rope? No. That ain't it right there. For all the truckers out there, make sure that you have a network of people that you're talking to. Make sure that you know where to park at and where not to park at. Because, man, it's still sundown towns out there. It's still sundown towns out there. And we need to make sure that we're checking on each other, make sure we're holding everybody up and holding everybody accountable, man. Because, man, you don't... You just don't know. You want to be mindful of where you're going, where you're parking, and different things like that. You just do.